Alright guys, welcome back to JForce Gaming. And do you work from home a lot? Alright, or do you constantly attend like meeting online, overseas meeting? Alright, or do you like do a lot of team calls? Alright, and school project presentations, school stuff, alright, that requires you to be online in Zoom, Discord, Teams, etc, etc. Well, this will be your perfect solution to the online course. Why? So you guys can just throw away all the the default earpiece that comes with your phone, or all the mic, all those very hard for the other end to hear. Alright, so this is the perfect headset for you to work from home or even work from anywhere. Alright, which I'm gonna talk about it later on. Alright, for now let me just go ahead and unbox this. Alright, so this is a headset from Nuroum. Alright, and this is their HP31D model. And I tell you, this headset is really amazing. Alright, so let me just go ahead and unbox it, alright, and see what you get inside the package if you are getting this headset for yourself. Okay, so let me just unbox the box. Alright, let's pull this out, see what we get, what the accessories we get. Okay, so oops, we do get a lot of stuff. Alright, that is really a lot of stuff right over here. Alright, a few things that dropped out. Alright, this is like a user manual, quick start guide, and a warranty card. Alright, so if you have any issues, the warranty, or I think it's international warranty, yeah, you guys can use it to exchange and such. Alright, but let's just take a look at the headset itself. So we do have the headset itself. I think this is the charging stand, because this is a wireless headset, which is perfect, alright, for working from home or working from anywhere. Alright, we do have a USB dongle, okay, for you to connect to like your laptop or your PC. Just a mini 2.4 GHz receiver dongle. Alright, and we have a that's all. We do have a USB-C to USB-A cable for you to plug it into the stand itself. Alright, for you to charge the headset. So this is where the pins goes, and this is where you plug it in. Alright, it's a really nice stand. Alright, so I think let's see how do we even put this onto the stand. Instead of doing this way, alright, this is how you actually dust it. Okay, so you just have to insert this one right in here, right, and it should charge. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so you guys can charge it right over here. Alright, you guys can, yeah, this is like a stand, so it just looks like this. Really nice actually. Alright, it's pretty unique, and once you're done, you just need to plug it out. Alright, because there is like 2 pins below there. Where's the pin? Alright, there's 2 pins below here. I don't know if you guys can see. Alright, that's right below here. There's 2 shiny pins. Yeah, so this one just contact with the pin. Alright, and yeah, it's really good. So like when you're done with your course, and you just need to like plug it in, and you're done for the day. And the next day you have another call, plug it out. Alright, and just put it on. So so yeah, there's a lot of things that I will talk about. Alright, there's a lot of things that I will talk about, alright, on this one. Alright, but first let's just talk about the build quality of these headphones, alright, or headset you may call it. Alright, it's really well built. My first impression on this is like I'm really blown away by the quality. Alright, it's really well built. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Trust me, this doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels really good, really well built. If you guys have used like I have tried or bought like headset that is probably in the $400-500 range, you guys can tell the quality difference between like probably like $100 headset versus a $500 headset. Alright, this thing feels exactly like a $500-600 headset. Very premium quality, and there's a really soft cushion on the top here, alright, to support your head, so you won't feel like there's a lot of pressure on your head after long hours of wearing. Because if you're doing a lot of online meeting, a lot of working from home, you might need to wear this for long hours. Alright, and this is a 270 degrees, alright, omnidirectional mic. Alright, so you guys can put the headset in any direction. You guys can put it in this direction, alright, or the other direction, up to you, or up to your own comfort. Alright, so this thing revolves around the comfort of the user, alright, and the usability and accessibility of the user itself. There's a few buttons over here. Alright, we do have like an on-off button right over here. You guys can see there's an on-off button. Alright, we do have like a charging port at the bottom as well. So if you want to charge it directly, you guys can do it without the need of the stand. Alright, and we do have like a volume up, volume down button. Alright, and an FFB button on the top here. And at the side here, you guys can see the microphone. There is one button right over here, the silver button. All right, this is for instant mute and unmute. So it's very convenient. So sometimes you don't want people to hear, or like you're eating and such. All right, and you don't have to like take down or disconnect the headset. You can just put this on. All right, so like probably you're talking halfway and or you want to eat something or you're talking to someone, you just click on that. All right, and you can talk and no one can hear you at the other end. So once you're ready to talk, you just press again and you can start talking. So yeah, it's really nice, and the cushion is really soft as well. You guys can see the cushion is thick and really soft. All right, so yeah, you can wear this for a long hour without like any pressure on your ears, and your ears feel comfortable throughout the day. You guys can see for yourself. All right, the cushion is really nice, really soft as well. All right, so it's definitely very comfortable. All right, and this thing can swivels swivels 90 degrees. All right, you can swivels both sides. So yeah, so if like when you're done, you can just rest this on your shoulders very nicely. So you can swivel both ways. And if you have a large head like mine, all right, this thing can also expand up. So you can expand up to this much. All right, so it's pretty great. All right, you can see you can expand a lot. So no matter like your head size, all right, you can also adjust to your head size. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, and let me just wear it on and tell you about how it feels. Let me just adjust it to my head first. Okay, so yeah, the adjusting also there's a bit of like pressure to it, so yeah, it doesn't like suddenly came loose and such. So it's really nice. All right, this fits my head really well, and yeah, it looks really nice. You guys can see. All right, and it's so comfortable. I tell you, this thing is really lightweight and really comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it just feels so good, right? And there's no pressure on my head as well because of the band over here. So yeah, it feels really comfortable, and I'm sure you can wear this for long hours without any fatigue on your head or any uncomfortable. And yeah, talking about long hours, okay, let's just talk about some specification of this. So because this headset was designed for people who work from home or work from anywhere or work from overseas, all right, this thing has to be very long hours. So the battery in this can last up to 35 hours. All right, you heard that right, 35 hours of constant meeting. I mean, if you're meeting for 35 hours straight, I think you might work yourself too hard. All right, but yeah, this thing can do for 35 hours. So probably you can, if you like, probably like a meeting or you're discussing with something, or it can last like maybe 3-4 hours a day. It can last you probably a week. So that is really incredible. So you don't have to charge this thing for about a week. All right, if your usage is low. All right, and if you're just not using the mic itself, you're just using to listen to music or some ambient noise. All right, you guys, this thing can last up to 45 hours. That is really insane. So the battery life on this is really good. You don't have to worry about recharging it over and over again or recharging it every day, every time. All right, and yeah, it fits on your ears really well, and it's pretty much isolate the ear around it. So it pretty much act like an isolation, so you can't really hear any background noise at all. Although this thing doesn't have active noise cancelling, but this thing does have a noise cancelling for the mic itself, which I'm gonna so what it means, like noise cancelling for the mic, which I'm gonna test for you guys to I'm gonna test like in different scenarios for you guys to hear how it sounds like, all right, in like a noisy environment and such. So I'm gonna just do a quick mic test later on, all right, in my room here. All right, after that, I'm gonna just do some tests in other areas, like probably in public where it gets really noisy and you want to do like meeting in public. Can you do this with this mic? All right, so this thing has a background noise remover to make sure you sound really clear all the time. But yeah, it's pretty much isolate around your ears. All right, and later I'm going to also demonstrate, give you my thoughts on how this actually sounds. So if you guys want to use this for music, all right, I will test how this sounds with music and give you my verdict on how this actually sounds. And for now, let me just talk about other specifications it has. All right, so in built-in, they have a chip, all right, that I think have a Hi-Fi 4 direct signal processor inside here, all right, for a much clearer signal processing, which is really amazing. And they also have built-in Bluetooth 5.3. And why do you even need a Bluetooth in this? So you guys can use this to connect to your laptop, your computer, or even your phone, all right, via Bluetooth. Or if you guys want a more seamless, a more stronger connection, you guys will use the USB dongle. All right, and this thing have a multi-point connection. So basically, you guys can use a 2.4 GHz on your PC, all right, and connects Bluetooth to this from your phone. So you guys can chat on your PC and on your phone at the same time. So you guys can chat on two places using one headset. So probably you are talking to like two different clients and such. You don't have to, take down the headset, put another one, an earpiece and such. You don't have to do that. This thing can connect to two devices simultaneously. That is really, really amazing and really convenient as well. So sometimes you might worry about, there's a meeting upcoming in 2 hours time and you forgot to charge and this thing is depleted. You don't have to worry because this thing also supports quick charging, so you guys can get this charge up in 2 hours time, just in time for your meeting. Alright, so yeah, this is also have fast charging built in, so yeah, you can get it charged really, really quick. And probably if you like only have 1 hour left, just need to charge it for like an hour. You got about 50% juice and can last you probably like 20 hours already. So that is really, really incredible. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Okay, so right now I'm going to do a sound test, alright, in my room, and later I am going to try in a public area, probably somewhere near my house, in a public where there's like on the road, there's a lot of buses, there's a lot of cars, alright, super noisy environment. And yeah, I'm going to just show you guys how it sounds like in a really noisy environment. So right now I'm going to do a quick mic test. We're going to just connect it to my phone via Bluetooth and record it by my phone. Alright, so I'm just on this, I guess. Yeah. Okay, and okay, so right now I am speaking onto here using and recording it directly onto my phone. Alright, so you guys can hear how this actually sounds like in a probably like a much quiet environment, and you can about here like how how this thing actually sounds. So this is how the mic actually sounds, and I think it sounds really, really good. Alright, and the best thing about this is because this thing is wireless, so especially I'm at a meeting and probably I need to go wash the dishes or I want to get some food. I just have to walk away because wireless is so wire attached. So I don't have to bring my laptop around or my phone around during the meeting. I can just walk away. Alright, and yeah. So it's pretty convenient because it's wireless. And this mic I think sounds really, really good based on the graph I seen on my phone. Alright, so yeah, I think it sounds really, really good. And if I were to keep quiet, alright, I don't think you can hear anything at all. Yeah, so it's really good at cancelling noise, alright. And my room right now is not very silent, alright. There is a fan blowing right me over there. Alright, so there is still fan noises, but I don't think you guys can hear even when I keep silent. Alright. So right now I'm gonna just bring this down, alright, and I'm gonna just go into like a very, very noisy environment, and we're gonna test this mic and you guys can hear how it actually sounds like in a very noisy environment. Okay, so right now I am, at the most noisiest area around me. Alright, you guys can see there's a lot of buses and cars and trucks. Alright, I'm recording using my normal mic over here, so not using this. Alright, you guys can hear it's very, very loud, very noisy, and I'm using my laptop webcam to have like a more like meeting feel to it. And you guys can see, right, around me there's a lot of cars, a lot of very noisy near the roadside. Alright, so it's super, super noisy, and you guys can hear it's very, very unpleasant. Alright, you can also barely hear me. So right now I'm going to just put on this headset and you guys can hear how it actually sounds. Okay, so this is how it actually sounds with this headset. I think it sounds really, really good. As you guys can hear, even you can just basically hear the difference between I was just now, alright, without this headset. Alright, it's really noisy. The background noise is very, very annoying. Alright, with this headset, right, even now it's so noisy right here. I can even hear like cars zooming by, all the birds chirping and such. But with this headset, I can barely hear anything on the background. So it sounds really, really good. You can hear the different quality on this. Alright, so using this headset, you can work anywhere you want, even in super noisy environment like now. Alright, you guys, it still sounds really, really good, really, really clear because it has a built-in AI as well. Alright, to help reduce the background noise. So you guys can hear. Alright, so I'm gonna just keep quiet for now. You guys can hear if you guys can hear anything, even in such a loud environment. Yeah, so I can barely hear anything at all from the graph of my phone, or I can barely hear anything. So yeah, this is how good this thing actually sounds, and we can just mute it, or just a click of a button. So yeah, you guys cannot hear what I'm trying to say because you can also hear like the voice feedback, like say mute on, mute off. So
yeah, this is how good it actually sounds like, all right, using this headset in such a noisy environment. So you can have a peace of mind, don't need to worry about it. You can just see a bus just zoom by, all right. It's really, really loud. I can hear it, but I don't think the mic will pick up the noise, all right. It will automatically cancel off. So yeah, you can have a peace of mind even working in loud environment, having a video call with your boss or with your team, they can barely hear anything at all.
Alright, so you guys have heard from the mic itself, even in a very noisy environment, it still sounds really, really clear. Your voice sounds really, really good. Alright, so right now I'm going to just play some music. I'm going to listen to how this thing actually sounds when it's playing music. So for example, if you are not using this for meeting, you guys can use this to listen to music as well. So I'm going to listen to a few different types of music like bass, pop, jazz, alright. A lot of different genres of music, and I'll give you my final verdict on how this thing actually sounds. Alright, so yeah, I'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes time.
20 minutes later.
Wow, okay, I'm not expecting that at all. Okay, so if you want to use this to listen to music, you certainly can. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this thing sounds really, really good listening to music. You know, like every time when you pull some string on the guitar on such, right, you can hear like the dum 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 the sound, right? Alright, I tried a lot of different like headphones that is specifically built for listening to music. Alright, I can't really hear the guitar string sounds, alright. But with this, alright, I can hear the guitar string sound. You know, like when the person is playing the guitar, right? You guys can hear it, the string ding ding ding. You can hear it through this thing. I'm really blown away. So this thing can hear like most of the instruments, and most of the time you are able to hear that it's only in like a much more expensive audiophile level kinds of headphones. And I'm not expecting to hear it on this headset. So it's really, really incredible, and I'm really blown by it. Alright, the bass sounds good, really good. Alright, the sound staging is good. The mid, lows, highs are perfect. Alright, yeah, I'm surprised that they don't produce this as like a music listening device. Alright, you can certainly do that to listen to music, but the main function of this is the mic itself, and how good is it as noise cancelling and good for meeting and such, right? But listening to music is really, really awesome as well. So if you want to get this, alright, for working from home, working from overseas, working from anywhere, or even use this to listen to music, you can certainly do that. Alright, and it's really, really nice, convenient, lightweight, well built. Alright, there's nothing I can complain about. Alright, and it just slots, and it's just come with this stands. Really nice. You can sit on the desk, table, anywhere. Alright, it looks really nice as well. Alright, and it just feels so good. It feels very comfortable. The long battery life, there's nothing I can complain about this product right here. So if you're out there looking for a perfect, headset for working from home or doing to attend online meeting and such, right, this is the headset that you should not miss out on, and definitely get this headset. And yeah, there's nothing I can complain about. As you guys have heard from the very, even if you are doing it in a noisy environment, in a loud environment, alright, the end user that is hearing you speaks, alright, it's not affected at all. So you can do this, and you can do your meeting anywhere you want, on the beach, you can do it while surfing and such. You can go on a holiday using this headset. It's really, really good. Alright, so yeah, the quality is there, everything is there, the fast charging, the long battery life, really amazing mic, very lightweight, very well built. Alright, stays comfortable on your head for long periods of hours, and it's wireless as well, which is perfect. So you can walk around without worrying about bringing my laptop around. That is the thing that I hated the most, especially when I'm in a meeting and I want to get away. I have to bring my laptop with me. It's very, very annoying. So yeah, this is the perfect working from home, working from anywhere, working from overseas, alright, kinds of headsets that you should get if you're looking out there looking for the perfect one. Alright, so if you guys want to get this, I'll link the first link in the video description down below for you guys to go ahead and get it and check it out for yourself. Alright, so that's all for today, guys. For today's video, really interesting and really helpful. Do let me know in the comment section as well. Alright, and without further ado, this is 𝖩 Gaming, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Peace out.
I don't wanna cry.